What's up, guys? So today I'm in the back of Urban Necessities, where, as you guys all know, is the craziest shoe store in all of Las Vegas. And basically what I want to do today is go around and find the best options under $100 that you might get for Christmas or for winter or for Hanukkah or for whatever holiday you celebrate, or just for fun, but under $100. This is not one of them. I'm just playing with this. Put that down. Let's get into it. So that's the way to get Yeezys for free right before the holidays. So in addition to under 100, you can literally get stuff for free. So these are the Jordan 1 Royal AJKOs. These are super nice. They're actually probably like, I don't want to say must have, but these are actually only $75, which isn't bad. So this is a great option too. The next option for 100 and under, David Letterman ones. I used to have these, and in my last collection video I'm pretty sure I showed them. Since then I have gotten rid of them. I actually consigned them here and sold them, but UN sells them for $100. So these are under 100. When I say under 100, I mean 100 or less. And I mean it's not an OG colorway one, but it's like a OG high. So peep that Yeezy wall. Those are not under 100, so this might be one of my first videos where I don't talk, show, or mention a Yeezy. What? The third shoe in the under 100 is this Uncaged Ultra Boost. I think technically it's worn, but it looks like it's basically past as new. These are also $100, but these are nice. I might have to get these. They definitely go with this actually. Everything behind me, all the way down, minus the 750 boxes, they're all less than $100. They are $40 or less actually, because as I'm sure you guys know, Urban Necessities likes to do their $40 sales, and they are doing that, except they're gonna have a couple things that are also under 40. It's either gonna be Black Friday or Cyber Monday. I will update you guys as soon as I know what day they're gonna do this, but it's gonna be one of those two, and it's gonna be most of the stuff behind me. Let me show you guys an example of something under $40. Here you have these Digi Camo Fluxes. Look at this. If you're in Vegas, so you can be in Vegas either Black Friday or Cyber Monday, you might want to be, because it's going to be crazy. So now to get back into some shoes that are under 100. If you're not going to be here for that crazy sale, Kobe 8 Christmases. These are exactly 100. This is a size 10.5. I actually like these. I know like Nike basketball's kind of died out a little bit recently, but I still like it. I got Kobe 8s on my feet actually, but these are super nice too. So I don't know which ones of these are steals and which ones aren't, but just looking at the prices on the box, there's tons of Nike SBs and Nike Dunks that are under $100. Like even right here, 50, 75, 100. Those are just the first three I pointed to. That is a crazy low price. I don't know what exactly SBs are worth, so I'm not gonna like go into too much detail on those. I'm not really an SB head myself, but if you are, or if you think they look cool, odds are you can probably get tons and tons of different colorways for under 100. Especially here at Urban Necessities, they have a ton of them, and most of them I would say are under $100. That is another option if you're someone who wants to get a shoe that's fairly comfortable, looks clean, easy to wear, and it's under $100. Here's another option for under 100, the KD6 Meteorologies. I used to have these way back when, like, not way back, but a couple years ago when the KD6 was just coming out, and they came out with like the Seat Pleasant colorway, the Meteorologies, the Preheats. Like these were one of the earlier colorways of the KD6, also with that orange one, like the Rucker 66 I think they were called. So I used to have these, but these are only $100 here at Urban Necessities as well, and you can wear them on court, especially if you're like a guard, because they're low tops. Black Yeezy foams, these are only $100. They are worn, but they're not very beat at all. But one thing I would recommend if you want to maybe get a little more value or a little bit nicer of a shoe for the $100 is maybe don't buy it brand new, buy it slightly used like this, like 9 or better out of 10, and then you can get something super sick like this. So here are two more options. You have the infrared Jordan 2s, and you have the Nightshade Jordan 2s. Those are both $75 here. That's not part of a crazy sale or anything, just the crazy prices Urban Necessities already has. So those are another really good option as far as something under 100, because obviously retro 2s are a little more slept on, but not everybody has them. A lot of people who have them already beat them up because they came out like a super long time ago, probably like 2-3 years ago. There are still retros, like you can still put them with a cool outfit, especially these. I think these especially, I mean these are kind of cool as well, the nightshade 2s, but I think the infrared 2s, you could come up with like a pretty cool outfit with those. In addition to all those options that Urban Necessities had for under 100, I would suggest a lot of other options to you guys, especially for people that don't have time to buy this on urbannecessities.com because it already sold, or people that can't do the $40 sale. Some other options that I would suggest. First off, eBay, despite what a lot of people say, is a very oh god, I'm gonna trip on everything. eBay is a very legitimate place to buy shoes. The only thing you have to keep in mind when buying on eBay is that certain people are not legitimate. And there is a way to figure out who is and who isn't. So, I myself was a seller on eBay for many years. And I became someone who it was easy for people to trust on eBay because I had a top rated seller ribbon and 100% positive feedback with lots of feedbacks. That is who you have to buy from. And I'm sure there's millions of options of shoes under $100 from many brands that you might like. Anything from, I'm sure you could probably find these for under 100. Especially if you get like worn once. You know, you could get something as simple as an Air Max. Or if you want to be a little different, you could get an ASIC. Like this is, I don't actually know how much these go for. I assume they go for under 100. I mean, they're ASICs, but I have heard from people who I trust greatly that GOAT is also a legitimate place to buy sneakers. I have not tried it myself, but I have heard there is a pretty extensive authenticity check period involved with the GOAT app. So that is also another option to buy sneakers for under $100. One thing I realized as I was just editing the first part of this video is that a lot of the stuff I picked out are Nike basketball items that about 12 months ago were super sought after items. Like YEEZY foams, you used to be able to pay like, it was like $250 for those either in good condition or like $300 for them new. Those Kobe Christmases, for example, those were like, I remember paying like $140 for those used and thinking it was a good deal, and then like selling them after I wore them even more for like $130. To look at the way it's shifted, I kind of understand why Nike basketball prices have gone down so much, which is that you can get a Kobe or an NMD for the same price, and NMDs are what's hot right now. But I think there's a lot more to it than that. But instead of me sitting here and talking your guys' heads off for the next 10 minutes, I want to try something kind of interesting, and if this doesn't really go well, then oh well, we tried, right? I want you guys to comment below why you think it is that Nike basketball prices have come down so much, because right now in the sneaker game, I think that's one of the most interesting things to take note of. I'll try to respond to some. If I don't respond to your comment, that does not mean I didn't read it. I will try to read comments and you guys can respond to each other's. But I do want to hear what you guys think. I'm someone who's always been a Nike basketball fan. That's what got me into collecting sneakers. Seeing the prices and the value and the desire for these shoes come down, I kind of want to know why you guys think that's the case. So please comment that below. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. As always, it means so much to me that you guys decide to watch these videos. Stop shaking, hold still. There we go. I'll sign it out with one of the pickups I made today. They were not under 100. They're actually 200 on the dot. Not a bad price. Black toe ones DS. Shout out to Urban Necessities, and we out. I actually copped these two. They're pretty sweet. Also not under 100, but they were 160. So not bad.